Vision of the Future is a program produced in conjunction with the Nikkei newspaper, exploring the many issues facing Japan and the world. In 2024, our theme is Things That Only People Can Accomplish. We speak with top Japanese executives as we envision a brighter future together with our viewers. Our guest this time is It's been about 50 years since you acquired the professional baseball team Nippon Ham Fighters. Would you tell us about your thoughts on food and sports?
Our company founder became involved in the ham and sausage business before World War II. When the war ended, he saw the stark difference in the physical build between Japanese children and young people and members of the occupation forces. He believed the reason was the lack of protein and became convinced that greater protein intake would lead to the growth of Japan itself. To get bigger, you need to eat protein as well as exercise. That's where food and sports come from. At the same time, we wanted to promote the NH Foods name nationwide. I've heard that was the idea for buying the baseball team.
How do you handle both the management of Nippon Ham and the management of the baseball team?
One of our key words is co-creation, and we strive to create things together with regions, companies, and even more, our customers. Hokkaido is known as a treasure trove of food. We receive what's made in that treasure trove and provide that to customers. The Shao Essen product we sell at the stadium is made in Hokkaido and turned into hot dogs. It's about partnering with local communities and blending entertainment and protein. I believe supplying such products is one of the roles we play.
Shao Essen is an especially long-selling product and something I also eat often. Do you plan to expand sales of such products, not just in Japan, but overseas as well?
We've already got approval of exporting the Shao Essen we make in Hokkaido to Singapore. Sales of Shao Essen are continuing to grow. We're aiming to increase that number to about 100 billion yen by 2030, with overseas markets accounting for about 10%. The ASEAN region has a population of more than 600 million, and demographically, it's very young. What's more, income levels are rising. So, we're first starting with exports to get customer feedback. Based on the feasibility of local production and other aspects, we want to work towards achieving 100 billion yen in sales.
Regarding the environment for animal husbandry in Japan, how do you see the entire industry?
Animal husbandry in Japan is in a very severe state of crisis. Producers of beef, pork, and chicken are aging, and the number of workers to carry on the industry into the future is continuing to shrink. This is what's happening now.
I'm sure it's a major challenge. Would you tell us a bit about what your company is doing to support animal husbandry?
We're utilizing artificial intelligence to reduce the workload in the industry, what we call alleviating animal husbandry. In fact, we have a pig farm and understand very well what the issues are and the processes that are time-consuming. Through our initiative we call Pig Labo, we provide our research to farmers. A particular issue is weighing the pigs. It's very challenging getting them on the weighing machine. So, we've designed a system to weigh them using video. Another issue is mating. We monitor their temperature and movements to determine if they're in heat and breed them.
You do this while collecting data.
Exactly. There are various processes, and we still haven't cleared all of them, but we're continuing to improve step by step.
Since we're talking about meat, I'd like to ask about protein and how important it is for us.
I'm sure many people already know, but protein is essential for the human body. There are now many different ways to get your protein, but the amount you can take in from directly eating meat is extremely high.
It's said that we're in an age where food is plenty. But are we getting enough protein?
As it stands now, we haven't reached the target set by the government for protein intake.
We still haven't?
Especially young people now. They tend not to spend time on eating or eat with one hand. And many people satisfy their hunger by eating foods containing very little protein. So, we believe that a major social challenge for us and our role is figuring out how we can get young people to consume more animal protein. And in recent years, we've been focusing on developing those kinds of products. We face challenges such as not being able to produce feed because of various environmental changes. And if we can't make the feed, cows, pigs, and chickens won't grow properly. This is something that's already happening due to the drastic climate change we're seeing. At the same time, globally, populations are continuing to grow. This situation has been referred to as the protein crisis. We are working to address that and developing what are called protein substitute products, such as meat made from soybeans. We're also carrying out research into cultured, lab-grown meat that can be eaten as a protein substitute in the future.
Regarding SDGs, what are your initiatives and ideas?
We were founded as a company whose livelihood depends on the bounty of life we receive. So, particularly in terms of pork, we sell the meat, of course. But what about the bones? What we came up with is our extract business of boiling the bones to produce extract.
So you really utilize the bounty of nature without any waste to increase value.
Exactly. Chicken liver sells very well during the summer, but sales drop drastically in the winter. But we've turned them into a product called gras foie. Foie gras from goose liver has become very limited on the market due to concerns about animal welfare. So, we make a similar product using chicken liver. While treasuring the bounty of life, we're turning various parts into products that the world needs. That's our fundamental concept of SDGs as we carry out various initiatives.